everyone, welcome to It's English Ocean if you're new here, or welcome back if you've already visited. I'm happy to see you again. Now, I want to ask you something. That whenever you met a stranger, and then after some time you want to describe that stranger to someone else, how do you do that? Or let's say you want to write a story and you want to give a description of a person. Let's say you have met a person multiple times, but then also you want to explain how that person looks, how the person talks, what are the features, what are the facial features of that person, what's the person's personality, how to do that. I know a lot of you have a difficulty in doing so. So in this lesson I'll be helping you out with that, because I'll be telling you how to describe a person. We'll be talking about the facial features. We'll be talking about eyes, nose, mouth, etc. Then we'll be talking about the personality, the way of speaking, and the character traits of the person, the height of the person, the age of the person, etc. Believe me, after this lesson, it will be a lot easier for you. So let's say if you've got an English exam and in that you have to write a story, and in that you have to describe a person, you could use these adjectives and words. Or let's say you have met a new friend, you have made a new friend, or you have met a new colleague. So all these things are really important in the daily life. For the daily life conversation, for the basic English skills, these all things are very important. So watch this video till the end. Now the quote of the day is, train your mind to see good in every situation. Train your mind to see good in every situation. Now let's begin with the lesson. Now, first of all, comes our face. So now, first of all, we'll be learning how to describe the face. For the face, we can say the face can be square, round, triangular, oval, wide, heart-shaped, thin, or chiseled. If you don't know what chisel means, let me tell you that chisel is a tool used for sharpening things. So it has a particular kind of shape. So when we say a person is having chiseled shape face, we mean to say that the kind of jawline of a person or the kind of face cut of a person is kind of a chisel shape. So that's why we call the face a chiseled shape. The person's face can be square, it can be a bit round, oval, triangular, heart-shaped. So there are these are the different shapes that a person's face can have. Now comes the eyes of the person. The person's eyes can be dark, bright. Bright means they can be shiny. There is some kind of shine in the person's eye. We can say the person's eye is narrow, small, big, large, or round. So these were the outer structure, we can say the full structure of the eye. But when let me tell you that most of the people, I've seen many people describe the eye of a person by the color of their pupil. What if you don't know what pupil is? It is actually the round thing inside the eye, the thing which is colored, which is there on the white side. There is some white surface, and then there is some black ball inside our eyes that moves from here and there in the direction we are seeing. So that is actually pupil. So it has different colors. The most common colors are actually not the most common. The colors I have seen and I have researched on are black, brown, blue, green, gray. According to me, green is the rarest. I'm not sure, but I think green is the rarest because I haven't seen any green colored person yet. Also, I haven't seen the blue color in person. Actually, most of the people describe a person's eye by the color of the pupil, but you can also describe it in the above mentioned adjectives by using these adjectives: dark, bright, narrow, small. And also, if you specify the pupil color, it will be better. Now comes the nose of a person. The person's nose can be long, straight, hooked, flat, pointed, small. So these are actually the shapes of a person nose. It can be like long, it can be straight, it can be hooked, means pointed kind of thing. There is not much difference between pointed and hooked. It can be flat or it can be small, and of course it can be big. Sorry for the slight cutting I've done here. Now comes the mouth of a person. First of all, for describing the whole mouth, we can say the mouth is thin, large, full lips. I mean, like the lips are really big. Then we can call it full lips or even teeth. What we mean by even teeth is that the person's teeth are not like one is pointed, one is like much bigger than the other, the another one is curved. I mean, like not in the specific particular line. It's like are coming out. So that's not even teeth, that's uneven teeth. But when even teeth is something when the teeth are in proper line and they are from below the surface, I mean like below the teeth are in a proper line and they're like particularly just perfect. There isn't any flaw, you don't need any braces, so that those teeth are actually even teeth. Now also you can describe by saying the lips. You can just describe the lips by thin lips, curved lips, crooked lips, or full lips. Now for the hair, we have a lot of specifications. First of all, we'll be talking about the sizes. A hair can be long, short, shoulder length. A person can be bald, doesn't have any hairs, or worn in ponytails or plaits. If you don't know what worn in ponytails or plaits are, let me tell you that have you ever seen in the movie or in real life a person's hair are like tied into very small or very like thin kinds of ponytails or plaits? So that is worn in ponytails or plaits. Then you can describe a person's hair by the color. You can say dark or fair. These are like not that much specific. Just to say, if you're like not particular, you have seen that person from like very far distance or maybe not far, you can say that like you're not sure what the person's hair color is, you can say dark or fair. But if you want to be more specific, you can use blonde, ginger, black, brown, gray, red, brunette, white. And there are a lot many colors nowadays, like there are a lot many specific color, like it's ginger red or it's black brown. I mean like there are so many other colors as well, but these are the most common and the most used one I've picked. Also, you can just tell the haircut of a person. You can also describe a person's hair by the haircut they are carrying. The person's haircut can be bob cut or layered, or there are like many kinds of haircuts are there. So you can also use the specific haircut if you just know what the haircut is the person's having. We can also say the person's hair is straight or curly or wavy. So it can be straight, like completely flat. It can be curly, you know what is curly. And wavy, it's not particularly straight and it's not particularly curly. You know what wavy is, isn't it? Now comes the build, or we can say the body shape of a person, or just build. You can say the person is slim, chubby. Chubby means the person is having a lot of fat, or you can say large or huge, fat, thin, skinny. Skinny means that person is not that much like having fat, and then the person's bones are showing off from the skin. And you can say muscularly, or overweight, or slender, or well built. Well built is a perfect person, not that much fat, not that much slim. Muscularly, it's like a kind of bodybuilding person. The person's having six packs or whatever, and like person's having beautiful like hands and arms. So that's muscularly. Now comes the height of a person. A person can be short, dwarf, medium height, tall, average height, or towering. Towering means beyond tall. That person is amazingly tall. Or actually there is not much difference between medium height and average height. It's kind of similar, not much difference. Or you can just specify, if you know the particular person's height, you can just be specific with the numbers, like 5'1", 6'2", 4'11", whatever. Now comes the age of a person. A person can be baby, toddler, or you can just say young, or teenager, or middle-aged, or adult. These are like just the upper specifications, or old. But to be more specific, not exactly specific, if you're exact what that person's age is, you can just say the person is 24 or 35 or 15 or 65. But if you are not sure the exact age, but you know that in which line, let's say in 10s or 20s or 30s, then you can say like that person is in her 30s. This means that a person's age is from 30 to 39. You don't know, you are not particular, you're not specific, you just don't have any idea what that person's particular age is, but at least you know that the person is somewhere between 30 to 39. Then you can say in his or her 30, or you can say in early 30. This means that a person has just gone beyond 29. That person has just started the line of 30s, like before 35 and after 29. So 30s, early 30s. You can say then in his or her mid 30s. This means that at 34, 35, 36. So this is the mid age in the line of 30s. Or you can say in late 30s. This means that after 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, like late 30s. That person is like now about to be 40, in about go to 40 line. So that person is like in late 30s. Now comes the skin of a person. A person's skin can be fair, dark, tanned, pale, or light. It depends. It can be fair, it can be dark, it can be tanned, a bit suntan, or pale or light. Now comes the personality, a very important character trait. Not character trait, a very important trait. A person's personality can be calm, arrogant, humble, brave, careful, clean, funny, flexible, eccentric. If you don't know what eccentric means, let me tell you, eccentric means like if a person is said to be eccentric, listen to the pronunciation. If it's a new word to you, eccentric. And you can just jot it down in your vocabulary notebook if you have one. So eccentric means that a person is abnormal, like irregular, not behaving or not doing the normal things, like the daily things. That person is like not like common. You can say like abnormal. Then we have polite, friendly, selfish, confident, sweet, and charismatic. Oh, sorry, I pronounced the word wrong. It is charismatic. Charismatic means that a person is charming, is like very active, lively. The person is having an amazing charm. So that's a really positive word. And eccentric, it's not that much positive word for describing the personality. Now comes the style. The style can be flamboyant. Flamboyant means that person is like lively, cheerful, active, like amazing energetic, you can say. Or chic, or modest, trendy, casual, romantic, formal, classy, or boho chic. And there are many others. I've just mentioned the like most common and like most described style. But they're like every person is having his or her unique style and way, so it depends. Now comes the nationality. You can say the person is American, British, Chinese, Indian, etc. Just to mention the few countries, but there are like many countries. Or you can say just that person is from America, that person is from Britain, that person is from China. You can just say American, British, Chinese, etc. Now you can also describe the physical appearance of a person. It can be beautiful, attractive, handsome for a boy, cute, pretty, handsome, I've written handsome again, rough, gorgeous, hot, elegant, ugly, youngish, ordinary. These are some of the adjectives to like describe the physical appearance. How according to you or according to many people, that person looks physically. I mean, like, what is your opinion kind of thing? Now, at last, we have the character traits. It's one of the most important, category or the subject to describe a person. Character. A character tells a lot about the person. A person can be the person's hair color, skin color, eye color, the person's build or height. Age can be anything, but a character says a lot about a person. It can be mysterious, creative, flexible, clever, mature, hardworking, enthusiastic, righteous, respectful, open minded, encouraging, generous, or harmonious. So these are some of the adjectives you can use to describe a person's character. So guys, we have discussed 14 different categories, or like 14 different parts in which you can describe a person. Now I hope that you'll not be having any problem in your writings, in your story writings, or in normal conversation, or whatever comes through you to describe a person. I hope you have learned something new and interesting and amazing from the lesson. If you like the video, put the thumbs up, comment so that I can know that whether you like the video or not. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.